Top tip 5. How are you? I hope you're all really well today. Hopefully you're taking on board all these top tips that I'm giving you. But day 5 is all about taking time for yourself. Now, your daily 10-minute workouts are time for yourself. And I want you to be honest with yourself. Lots of people always say, I don't have time to exercise. And I mean this in general. I've heard this for years and years and years. My sister, my mum, everybody that doesn't really want to do it can't make time for it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You can make time. So though you can go, no, you can't, Emma. Yes, you can. You honestly can. And I know some of you have little children, so it's more difficult. Some of you, it shifts with work. But you can give yourself 10 minutes a day. And if you tell me you can't, I'm going to ask you, I want you to ask and think about this logically. Do you spend time scrolling through your Facebook, your Instagram, or any other social media account? If you've got TikTok, you've definitely got more than 10 minutes. Honestly, 10 minutes of TikTok, you think it's 10 minutes, normally an hour. TikTok time is like what I call blue water time. When you go shopping, you go to blue water, you think you've been walking around an hour, and 5 hours later you come out and you're like, what happened? So this isn't to make you feel bad, this is to make you feel good. You are entitled to time to yourself. As women, we seem to think that we have to do everything. We seem to just think we have to be constantly busy. Someone said to me recently that she managed to get her husband to look after children when she had a bath, and she was so thankful. And I was like, you were thankful for being able to have a bath? And what? I know life's difficult sometimes, and I know we all feel like we don't have time for things, but we do. You need to prioritise yourself, because if you aren't okay, everything else falls apart. You are like, it's like ripples on a pond. You throw the stone is the central, and the ripples radiate out, yeah? You are that stone. So without you, the rock in the middle, everything else will go to pot. So you need to look after you. So don't ever feel bad for taking time out. Now, your exercise, that's just absolutely wonderful. Take that time for yourself. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about in general, like going and having a bath and enjoying a bath. I don't mean laying there for like 2 hours or anything, girls. But, 30 minutes, go and relax in the bath. Reading is really good. Something I realised that I only tend to read when I'm on holiday. And then I suddenly thought about why I love reading, but it's the only time I really relax, because I always feel guilty and feel that I should be doing something else. Having my dogs is brilliant, because if I sit down for 5 minutes, they all pile on top of me, and then I feel so guilty because they're comfy, I end up sitting down a bit longer than I planned. So that works really well for me. Taking time out for yourself might even be just going out for a walk and taking some fresh air. It could be, as I say, having a relaxing bath. It could be reading. It could be going and spending some time with your friends. It's basically whatever you want, but make sure it's for you. So you'll feel so much happier at the end of each day when you know you've taken a little bit of time for yourself. So that is my top tip, number 5. Take time for yourself to do something you thoroughly enjoy, and do not have any guilt for doing it. Now, that doesn't mean... I remember saying this to someone once, and they turned around and went, I'm taking time for myself. My mental health means I need to take a step back. I don't need to exercise. I don't need to do anything. I'm just going to spend time with my child. And I was like, Spending time with your child is good, but saying that your mental health meant you had to take a step away and not exercise or anything, I thought, well, that's not really very good. Now, although you might say, well, who am I to judge what's good and what's bad? I'll tell you. Exercise doesn't necessarily mean working out with me. That means going out for a walk. It means getting some fresh air. It means movement. And that is very, very the best thing you can do for your mental health. When you just sit and slug, it just makes you feel really lethargic and lacking in energy. And those of you who've managed to do these workouts, be honest with me, have you felt energized? I bet you have. I bet you anything you like you have. And even just making that 10 minutes for yourself to do these workouts, I bet you felt good mentally as well as physically. As I said, I'm taking, no. And getting out in the fresh air, like I've said, best thing you can do. Daylight, happy hormones, vitamin D, blowing away all the germs, fresh air. So anyway, meant to be keeping this light. Excuse my hair, by the way. I was trying something with these wavy, bendy things and it went a bit wrong. Tip number 5, take time for yourself. Be honest with yourselves. Do you feel more energised? Do you feel a happier person when you've actually done something you've enjoyed for yourself and not felt guilty? So take that on board and let me know your thoughts.